E questo evento noi l'abbiamo organizzato grazie anche al supporto di Equality Italia, qui è qui presente il Presidente nazionale Aurelio Mancuso, che ringraziamo per la presenza.
Noi siamo una rete culturale e sociale che si occupa di tenere insieme il valore dell'unità dei diritti civili. Noi crediamo che la battaglia debba essere comune, che ci sono diritti che attengono ai migranti, alle persone LGBT, ai disabili, alle donne e via dicendo, che sono diritti che sono a volte trattati come diritti di minoranza, ma in verità insieme costituiscono un pacchetto politico e culturale di maggioranza.
I'm honored to be here, and I thank the center, and I thank Equality Italia for the opportunity that I've had in the last week to meet Italian LGBT and allies all over the country. I just happen to be someone who was a gay young man who happened to have a very courageous and heroic uncle. Someone who decided in 1972 to proclaim not only his authenticity, but that included in that authenticity was the fact that he was gay, and even though it was criminal and listed as a mental illness when he first ran for public office, he felt it was important that there be a first to proclaim that there is nothing abnormal or wrong with being lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. But for those of you who have seen the film, you know either the documentary or the Hollywood Sean and Gus Van Sant production, that my uncle knew that being the first, as is often the case in civil rights, that he probably would not get to see a day like today. In fact, myself and other family members and friends of Harvey, we cherish a stack of literally hundreds of death threats that he got, that he would read every day. They didn't come weekly, they came daily. So he had the foresight and courage to know that something larger in his life was meant to happen, and felt that his giving his life, because he absolutely believed that he would be killed, didn't know who, didn't know when, was to see a day like today. I am understanding that I'm going to get a recognition by the center, and I'm very humbled by that, along with, I am not a government official, I am simply a private person who had started a foundation in my uncle's name, but I get to work with and meet a lot of government officials, and I know the struggle that they have to do something different. And I can tell you that I was very encouraged with every elected official in Italy that I've talked to, because they've seen the movie about my uncle and they were impacted, and I felt that they were sincere and emotional and understood some of our struggles, and I was really moved by Aurelio's ability to then tie that into future action. Let everybody know that I and there's some other people from the Harvey Hilk Foundation here that hopefully I'll get to point out after the film. But we're here as a guest of Equality Italia, and we were very moved, the Harvey Hilk Foundation and the board were very moved by the framework of Equality Italia, which is to work throughout the political spectrum and with other marginalized and diminished communities to build a majority towards equality. So in that spirit, and having been able to spend a week traveling with Aurelio Mancuso, and hearing his vision and seeing him interact with people, it's really my honor to present to Aurelio the Harvey Hilk Foundation Leadership Award in Equality for the support and the And this plaque goes with a, which I will put on Aurelio in a minute, a Harvey Hilk Medal of Honor. We have only given out a handful of these so far. We gave one to Mayor Newsom in California, Mayor Sanders in San Diego, Senator Leno, board member, Ambassador Nancy Brinker, who was also previously Chief of Protocol for the White House and President of the Susan Cohen Foundation, and now Aurelio Mancuso.
Grazie.